Well, it could be the end of the dream for many young illegal immigrants. President Trump is expected to fulfill a campaign promise as soon as tomorrow by announcing the end of the so-called Dreamer program, with caveats. Chief White House correspondent John Roberts joins us with details tonight. Good evening, John.
Brett, good evening to you. Some 800,000 people who are in this country illegally were brought here as children by their parents. In 2012, President Obama moved to suspend immigration action against them by executive order. And now President Trump appears set to roll back that order. Sources tell Fox News that President Trump is expected to announce as early as tomorrow that he is ending the Obama-era Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program known as DACA. Rather than cut it off, the president would allow the program to lapse, meaning that so-called dreamers could stay until their work permits expire, which for some could be as long as 2 years. President Trump is facing a September 5th deadline on DACA. That is when Texas and 9 other states plan to sue the administration if the president doesn't move to end it. The group Federation for American Immigration Reform, which opposed DACA, applauds the idea of letting the program lapse.
And in good faith, Donald Trump has to make an effort to end these programs. It's a very good opportunity for the Democrats to turn around and say, hey, you know, do we really care about these folks? If so, maybe they'll start to work with Trump.
Republican strategist Liz Mayer, who's been a leading critic of ending DACA, believes letting it lapse is the wrong thing to do.
It will have negative economic consequences and negative consequences for a lot of employers and a lot of people who benefit from having dreamers in the economy in terms of being taxpayers and consumers.
In the election campaign, candidate Trump railed against DACA, insisting for President Obama to arbitrarily carve out an exception to U.S. immigration law was unconstitutional.
We will immediately terminate President Obama's 2 illegal executive amnesties in which he defied federal law and the Constitution.
But as president, sources say, he came to a deeper understanding of the situation surrounding children who had no say in the fact they were brought into this country illegally by their parents.
We're going to show great heart. DACA is a very, very difficult subject for me, I will tell you. To me, it's one of the most difficult subjects I have because you have these incredible kids. I love kids. I have kids and grandkids. And I find it very, very hard doing what the law says exactly to do.
At one point, the president told dreamers that they were the least of his priorities when it came to addressing illegal immigration.
They shouldn't be very worried. They are here illegally. They shouldn't be very worried. I do have a big heart. We're going to take care of everybody.
But the political pressure on the president was inevitably moving toward ending the program. Now, the president could still try to push back Tuesday's deadline and postpone an announcement, maybe reach some compromise with Congress, but even supporters of DACA say the president really doesn't have any choice here, and rather than leveling criticism at the White House for ending the program, supporters of DACA should turn their fire on Congress to act legislatively to do something to protect the dreamers. Brett?
We will follow it. John Roberts live on the North Lawn. John, thanks.